Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Super informal. I just think this might be my new thing. My hair is messed up because it rained today. I am actually off to a friend's house, but I wanted to take a minute and film for a certain reason today, which I'll get into a second. I just want to let you guys know that at the end of this week I'm gonna have 2 consecutive days off work, and I'm gonna have some free time during those days to kind of get back on track and plan out my life. So new things, just to update you fast. I got chopped off all of my hair, if you're wondering. I chopped it all off, and I also you know, I might be putting my 2 weeks in at Ulta. I did it unofficially. I have to actually officially type up my letter of blah 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 blah. It's not coming out of my mouth today. It was nothing bad happened. There's no drama, no story there. I just felt overcommitted and I couldn't donate enough time to areas of my life that I felt needed it. My YouTube channel, obviously, if you're a follower, you know I haven't posted anything in a while. I just didn't have time for myself, and I felt like I needed, you know, just to focus, do a really good job at my new job and focus on that area, and also refocus on my social media presence and in that kind of area. So without further ado, I did want to make, I hate when people say that and I always freaking say it, but refocusing, I wanted to make a video because today marks a year anniversary that I had Lemon. She's actually right next to me chewing a bone. I might try to sneak over and bring her into the frame a little bit if I can. If not, I'm just not gonna bug her. I annoy her so much. I kind of wanted to go over a few main parts. A, answer like common questions I get about her. B, talk about how I got her. C, talk about how she changed my life. And kind of D, like summarize what I do, what do I regret having her, kind of all in one. And I'm just gonna be honest, if I cry, don't judge me. You guys have seen me cry on my channel before, and I'm sure it's not the last time it will happen. But basically, I'll start from the beginning. So, how I named her. I named her before I even got her, and that's kind of why I'm talking about it first. So I always pictured in my head that I would have a dog named Zara, and it was like a toy, a miniature Yorkie named Zara, and I always was gonna dress her in pink. She's, you know, that was my dream dog. And so when my sister, who actually got me Lemon, which we'll talk about in a second, you know, she knew I was gonna get Lemon, and we were talking about names, and I was looking up pictures of beagles and stuff. I just thought Zara is not a good name for a beagle. It's just not a beagle name. It means princess. I mean, I knew that I was gonna spoil this dog, but I just felt like Zara was not the right name. So I was texting my sister at the time. She lived in South Carolina, and I was, you know, I just don't know what I'm gonna name this dog, you know. And I was searching names, and she was giving me names, and I was like Marshmallow or Opal or just stuff like that, and I just couldn't like think of a name, and every name that I was really thinking of was food related. I mean, go figure, right? But so she had made the comment that if she was to get one of the beagle puppies, she would have named it Lennon after John Lennon. And then I kind of thought about it, and when we were little, my dad was a huge Beatles fan, and we would say John Lemon. And I distinctly have this memory of him sitting at the table saying Lennon, not lemon. And I kind of rolled with it, and I said lemon, lemon. And the more I kind of said it, the more I really liked the name. And then just a side note is I'm actually was born on the anniversary of John Lennon's death, the day that he got killed. And like I said, we grew up as huge Beatles fan. My dad loved the Beatles, so it just felt natural to kind of have that play on words, and I just fell in love with the idea of it. So I decided to name her Lemon. Either people love it or people hate it, but they always ask me how I came up with it, or if I named her myself. You know, sometimes people have adopted dogs and they're like, oh, they came with that name. And I have to be like, oh no, I thought of this, I named it, it was my idea. So that's how I kind of came up with her name. So how I ended up with her was my sister lived in South Carolina at the time, and one of her coworkers bred their full breed beagles or full bred beagles for a hunting club, and the litter ended up being all females, and they don't use females in hunting. I mean, I know some people do, but their hunting club didn't. They always go and heat around the time that they go hunting. I don't know really what they're hunting or whatever. So he's giving them away for free. And at first, my sister is texting me a picture. And if you have never seen beagle puppies, I encourage you to pause my video and Google beagle puppies, because they are the cutest puppies. And I'm not just saying that because I fell in love with Lemon and I love beagles now, but I'm saying that because I literally knew nothing. I've never been around a puppy. I never had a puppy sleep over that I was in charge of. And the cutest puppies. I learned so much about beagles. 95% of the dogs on packagings are beagles and golden retrievers. Never noticed until I got Lemon. Snoopy is a beagle. Never knew until I got Lemon. And I'm pretty sure that Brian from Family Guy is a beagle too, or a beagle mix. But like anytime in TV, commercials are constantly beagles, and it was something that never occurred to me until I had Lemon. So Google beagle puppies, and then you let me know if you would have said yes or no to your little sister every day. She's texting me pictures. So I tell her, you know, I'm gonna go down, we can go see the puppies. I'm on the fence. My mom is like, do it, I'll help out. It will be the best thing of your life. Imagine how much you're gonna fall in love. And just so much of like, do it. So we go down and we go look at these puppies, and they're crying. I'm on the fence. They don't want to be away from their mom. And then my sister said, what about this one who doesn't give a fuck about anything? Sorry. She's over here sniffing. She's not crying. And my sister picked her up. I took a few pictures of her, put her in my hands. She put her little head on my chest, and it was done. Like, done. I was like, this one's mine. This is Lemon. And like, I cannot even, she didn't cry once. She slept with me that night. She potty trained so easily. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna tear up. So as some of you probably know, I did go through a breakup. It just so happened we broke up last year around Easter. Well, if today's the anniversary of when I got Lemon, that's about a month apart. When I got Lemon, I was going through that breakup. It was fresh, it was new, and I absolutely fell head over heels for her. And it was so, you know, part of me thought, and this is embarrassing to even admit, but part of me was thinking, you know, if I get this dog, he's gonna want to move in, then he's gonna want to commit, because hello, look at this perfect little 4-pound puppy. How could you not want to be a part of that? And I had no idea what to expect. I really didn't. You know, I was a nanny. I assumed if I can raise a kid, I could raise a puppy. And you know, she has just changed my life unbelievable amounts. I know that sounds so stupid and so corny, but I honestly don't know what I would do without her most of the time. It was rocky. It was really hard. So I got this dog. I didn't know about shots. Like, you have to get them shots like for every 4 weeks until they're like a year. Going into it blindly, basically. Puppy pads, everything is a brand new concept for me. And I had to do it alone, and I didn't think I was ever going to have to do it alone. I never thought I was going to live in my condo alone. I never thought I would have sold my vanity to live by myself, but, you know, life is so unpredictable, and you know, I, like, I'd never planned that out, but I would have never changed it for the world. And so I get Lemon, I get her home, we're getting to the groove of stuff, and for the first time in my life, I finally have a reason to say no. And I know that sounds bad, but before, you know, when I was with my ex, we stayed together a long time, and I, you know, didn't put my foot down when I should have put my foot down for a long, long time. And it was so easy for me to always be available for what he wanted and what he needed, because I never had a reason to say no. And it was never good enough to say no for myself. So I finally had a reason to say, no, I can't. Like, I can't just go over to your house at 2 a.m. anymore, because I need to be here for my dog. And I know it sounds stupid, but she's a puppy. You can't leave puppies. You know, she can only hold it for, what, 4 hours if she's sleeping? And I finally had a reason to be home and to not be all about him and all about his life. And I would have never ever thought of myself that way until I had to do it. And I had to do it because I got a dog. And I know it sounds so stupid, but I can't even express how much getting a dog has been a positive thing in my life. I got more exercise because I started walking her, so I was feeling better about my life. I don't talk about this at all, and I'm probably gonna cry now because I never share this part of my life, but I know when I'm on here, like, I try to be positive. If you follow me on Facebook, you know I try to be positive. I'm always sharing funny stuff, but I'm not always a happy person, and I do struggle a lot with that. I mean, I feel like a lot of people struggle a lot with depression, and my depression has been really bad before. You know, I have thought about maybe taking my own life, and ever since I've gotten Lemon, I've never been so low to that point. Yes, I still get sad. She wasn't a magic thing in my life that took everything away, but now I feel like I have a responsibility, and it's just so different. Like, always before, when I've been so low that I felt like, you know, I could literally kill myself or die, it's always been like the deciding factor has been to the point where you're planning and you're so low that you don't know what to do anymore, and you're so close to that point, you know, and you're just waiting and waiting for help. But now, you know, I don't feel that way anymore, because I think, you know, who's gonna watch Lemon? Who's gonna be there for her? She's my responsibility, and I feel like I have a responsibility in my life that I can't just walk away from. And having that there is so unbelievable, because everyone has to walk their own journey and their own path and figure out what works for them. And Lemon is what works for me. And I know that sounds so stupid, but she's absolutely like my world. And another thing that she helped me with is, now I am really gonna cry, because I met Emily, my best friend, because of Lemon. Because I went to the dog park. I met so many amazing people that I would have never met if it wasn't because I didn't get a dog. And it just, when I was so low and I felt like there was no one, because I made the decision to get a dog, it helped me connect with people that I would have never met before. And I can't replace that. I can't replace the fact that I met Emily because I met my best friend, because I got a dog. And like, that alone was enough. Emily is seriously one of the strongest women in my life, and I respect her so much. I feel like I'm going to be friends with Emily until the day that I die. And Emily has helped me through so much and been there for me through so much. I could never even repay Emily for what she's done and how she's helped me respect myself and see my actions in a different way. And it's just so amazing. I would have never met Emily if I wouldn't have gotten Emily. And I couldn't ever imagine my life without Lemon. And I know it's hard because, like, I know one day I'm not going to have Lemon there, and it's going to be me who has to make those types of changes. But I honestly don't think I would have ever thought that I was capable of making those types of changes in my life if I wouldn't have gotten Lemon. And I'm such a firm believer, if you are ever, you know, your own happiness has to come from yourself, but sometimes it's hard to see that. Like, I've been to the point of no return. I've been to the point of thinking about, you know, harming myself, and it's hard. It is really hard. But the only thing that's ever made me feel better is recognizing, like, me being able to recognize the fact that I need to change for myself. And having a dog who is always happy to see you, who is reliant on you, is so rewarding, and it just reminds you of all the great things that you are. You know, Lemon doesn't care if I don't shave my legs. She doesn't say anything mean about me when I wear a certain outfit. She doesn't judge me for who I hang out with or when I'm sad. She's always there. And I just couldn't replace that or find a bond like that with, you know, anything else. And I couldn't find a bond with another human like I did with Emily, or, you know, even Emily's boyfriend, Matt. Like, they're so wonderful, and I would have never met them if it wasn't for Lemon. Okay, so now the last part of it is kind of, would I change anything? And obviously, of course not. I would never change anything. It hasn't always been easy, and trust me, there's days where I want to freaking kill her. Like when she eats my melt lipstick, or she stands next to me and squeaks her stupid ball. But, like, would I actually ever get rid of her? No, probably not. Does she frustrate me? Yes, she does. Like, I'll spend all my time cleaning the house, and then she'll decide that she wants to destroy a toy on the brand new clean floor or puke on the carpet. But for the most part, would I get rid of her? No, I would never get rid of her. Does it make things complicated sometimes? Yes, it does. Is it a huge responsibility? Yes, it is. I mean, you guys all know that I was struggling, like, financially, and now, you know, mentally too. And there's times where I had to make the choice, like, am I gonna spend money on myself, or am I gonna buy dog food? Well, obviously dog food, duh. And it's hard. It costs a lot of money. It takes a lot of responsibility, especially at first. You have to be there. You have to take off work, and you have to, you know, they do become a part of your family, and that has to be something that you're willing to accept and put up with. If I was gonna, you know, if I met anyone who was kind of dealing with the same problems that I was dealing with, I would say definitely get a dog, because until you can learn the value of yourself, you're never gonna be happy. And having a dog taught me that, because when you're responsible for someone or something that looks up to you like that, you realize how important you are, and that your strength will give them strength. And I know that I treat my dog like a person. Literally, this weekend, I visited my grandmother at a nursing home, and I took Lemon with me. And it felt like watching my daughter with my grandmother. I might never get that to happen, knock on wood. I want my future babies to meet my grandmother and their great-grandmother. But, like, I'm so proud that I was able to teach Lemon what I taught her and make her happy, that it did fill my heart with joy to see my grandmother and her interact. And the joy that she brings to other people just walking around the nursing home. You know, people stop and, oh my gosh, is that a beagle? And these people are, oh, she's so sweet. And it just makes me so happy that I could bring joy to them and my dog could bring joy to them. And if you are in a place where you don't have a lot in your life, go and volunteer at a pet shelter. Heck, when I get sick of Lemon, come borrow Lemon for a few days. But it definitely helped me. And, you know, I had been on different medications and tried different things and different therapists, but honestly, nothing helped me like getting a dog. And I think I'm in a place better now because I can value my self-worth when it comes to relationships better because I got a dog, because my dog taught me the importance of my actions and how when you invest your energy, and look, I have her toy, when you invest your energy into a relationship that is healthy, then you get out what you put in. And I wasn't ever getting that before. You know, maybe with my family and my friends, but definitely not in a romantic sense. And Lemon definitely made me stand up for what I deserve. So I am so thankful I didn't kill her. We made it to a year. And here's to many more years as a dog parent, because I am definitely an overwhelming, unjustified dog parent, and I love Lemon to death. And if you made it this far, congratulations. I wanted this to be like a 5-minute video, and I'm sure it's like 20 minutes, but I just couldn't shut up about my dog. So thank you for watching, guys. Comment below, like, share. Just be patient. I promise my content will be more regular and as awesome as normal. But I'll talk to you soon. Bye.